Doctor, you have been practicing Jal Neti for about 20 years. Can you please share some experiences about it?
The question of Jal Neti came up at that point in time because I was experiencing certain nasal difficulties, sinus problems, sneezing in the mornings, and that was what actually brought me to Jal Neti. So after having experienced the benefits that it has brought about, I think it is only fair that I share this with those who are experiencing those very same problems. But I believe there are even more benefits. The wonder of things is, we have been taught to brush our teeth at least twice a day, and we have meals about 3 to 4 times a day. Now, if you calculate how many times we take a breath in a single day, it comes to more than 25,000 times. The amount of dust that goes through is phenomenal. So, having got those figures correct, we now realize that it is important to at least do this Jal Neti once for having done your breath nearly 25,000 times over the 24-hour period.
Why Jal Neti should be done?
Having given you that introduction, now you realize that doing Jal Neti at least once a day will bring about the healthy nature of the mucous membrane in our nostrils back to its near original form. That is why we are doing it. So if you permit me to just explain a little on the physiology. If this is the size, the original size of our nostrils through which air is going through, as we have attacks of sneezing, this size now is beginning to narrow down with mucus. Now air going in is going to be a problem. So the mouth opens to accommodate air which cannot go through the nostril.
What is the correct method of Jal Neti?
Some of them are in porcelain, easy to wash, boiling water. Some of them are in plastic, very good for traveling, but a little difficult to wash this. The other important ingredient which you will require is salt. Now, there is a lot of salt available in the market, but what you need to get is salt that does not contain iodine. So, any form of rock salt will do, but with this, I would stress the most important ingredient is the cleanliness of the water which you are going to use. Do not use water directly taken from the tank. It is best if you can use bottled water or filtered water, but it has to be boiled, and after having boiled it and cooled it, you can keep that water separately just for this process. So, using the amount of salt to be dissolved in the water again depends on the size of the crystal. Once you have put this in, it has to be warm water. Once it is put in, mix it till it dissolves. Once you have it dissolved, always check a little bit of that water on your palm to make sure it is not too hot. Now comes the salinity of that water. If you can taste it and it feels a little bit more like tears, if you have not shed tears in your life and you don't know how it tastes, then you shall actually taste the water. It should be slightly salty, not unduly salty. Over time, you will perfect the salinity. But one other way you can find out is, after it enters the nostril, if it is still burning, the water is burning your nostrils, then that means not enough salt. So roughly, for a glass like this, you would require pinches up to about 3 or even 4 pinch. The next thing to do is pouring that water into a neti pot that has already been washed with boiling water.
नेति पात्र को हथेली पे रखें, अंगूठे से इसे पकड़ें, सिर को तिरछा करें और विपरीत दिशा के कंधे की तरफ देखते रहें। नेति पॉट की नली को उस नथुने से अंदर डालें जो ऊपर की तरफ हो। इस समय मुंह से सांस लेते रहें। इसे तब तक ऐसा करते रहें जब तक दूसरे नथुने से नेति पात्र का सारा पानी बाहर निकल जाए। दूसरे नथुने में भी इसी क्रिया को दोहराएं।
Once you have finished the opposite side, if you still feel there is some blockage, go for another round of neti. After having finished the neti wash, it's common tendency to blow with one nostril closed, the other one open, the other nostril closed, this one open. But it is better to have both nostrils open and forcefully do that to clear whatever remaining water. Many a time there will still be some residue water in spite of it, and this will come over the next few hours. It might start to dribble, so make sure you are prepared for that.
When should one to do Jal Neti?
There are two ways of answering this question. As a maintenance, like how you brush your teeth every day, it's like asking somebody, how often should you brush your teeth? As you brush your teeth in the morning, you do a Jal Neti in the morning. As you would brush your teeth in the evening, you do a Jal Neti. However, if time doesn't permit, in the morning, at least when you come back from work, through the dusty environment that we have, do it in the evening. You can also do a Jal Neti when you find that you are going in for a cold. Many of us know the cold is coming, but we are unaware of what to do about it. At that point in time, a Jal Neti done every 2 to 3 hours can sometimes stop the cold before it starts.
Is there anything you like to share with us?
On top of what I have already said, if I had Oprah Winfrey next to me, this whole neti practice would take off like a jet. And that's exactly what has happened in the United States. She came on a show and brought somebody called Dr. Oz. And now the neti wash is being practiced in the States so frequently that I hope this practice takes off from the place where it originated.
Thank you, Doctor.